This buildup comes as the U.S. hits Iran for a 12th straight night of attacks, and Iran continues to strike back. The bodies of more American soldiers killed in the war have now been returned home. Nancy Cordes has more on that part of the story.
In a solemn ceremony, President Trump joined other leaders at Dover Air Force Base Wednesday for the dignified transfer of 4 American soldiers killed in the war with Iran. 25-year-old First Lieutenant Tyler James Feehan of Hawaii and 19-year-old Private Isabella Gonzalez of Texas were both killed in strikes on a U.S. base in Jordan. Sergeant Angel Rampersad of New York is also believed to have been killed in the same attack. She was 28. Sergeant Michael Emmanuel Swinton, a father of 2 from North Carolina, died after an Iranian drone detonated at a U.S. air base in Iraq.
For me, it's one of the hardest things to do as a president, but has to be done.
Lieutenant Feehan's family traveled with President Trump on Air Force One to his appearance in Georgia.
But to Sherry and Stephen and David, we will carry Tyler's memory in our hearts forever.
18 U.S. service members have now been killed in the conflict, with nearly 500 wounded.
They're getting hit so hard, and they want to make a deal.
U.S. forces launched another round of strikes Wednesday night. President Trump warning that for every ship Iran attacks in the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. will bomb and destroy an Iranian bridge or power plant. Iran's foreign minister fired back, warning our defense doctrine is clear: eye for an eye.
The president's policy is a head for an eye.
Tensions in the Strait are now spilling into the Red Sea nearby. The UK Maritime Trade Operations Agency says it received a report of an attack Wednesday on 2 Saudi oil tankers. Iranian-backed Houthi militants took responsibility. Back at home, Democrats are expected to push for yet another war powers vote, and some Senate Republicans are voicing their concerns, too.
I think by any objective measure, we're worse off than we were before the war.
The U.S. and Saudi Arabia have now signed a landmark civil nuclear agreement. The Trump administration says that this deal could create billions of dollars in business and high-paying jobs for Americans while helping Saudi Arabia build a nuclear energy program under strict U.S. safety and non-proliferation rules. After 2 years, though, the Saudis would be allowed to enrich uranium on their own for their own nuclear fuel. The deal now heads to Congress for review, where lawmakers have some questions, Nate, about how exactly this deal will prevent Saudi Arabia from one day getting a nuclear weapon.
All right, Nancy, thank you.